Today's white coat. Very excited.
Very excited. A little bit nervous.
Yes.
But I'm really excited.
Yeah.
I feel like we've been waiting for this for a very long time.
Yes. Yeah.
Good afternoon. Welcome, ICOM faculty, staff, family, and distinguished guests. Thank you for joining us for the white coat ceremony for the Idaho College of Osteopathic Medicine class of 2029. The white coat ceremony is a tradition adopted by medical schools across the country and around the world. It reflects entrance, symbolic entrance to the medical profession.
Today we recognize and celebrate not only the past and the present, but more importantly, the future promise of these talented and absolutely devoted young student doctors seated here before us.
The white coat ceremony, a tradition that marks the beginning of your journey into the world of medicine. As you don your white coats, you join a legacy that is rich in history and profound meaning.
The ceremony is a rite of passage in which these future physicians are presented a white coat for the first time. The white coat is a symbol of professionalism and humanism essential to the practice of medicine.
As you wear your white coat, remember that you are not embracing just the science of medicine, but also the humanity that lies at its very heart.
You student doctors, future physicians, come to us from 31 states, from 119 colleges and universities around this great country. Each of you is unique. Each of you bring your own beautiful and challenging life story. But for the next 4 years, you and the faculty and the staff will share a common journey, a common path, and a common bond.
It's like a rite of passage of getting our white coat on, and it's such an honor to do that with our ICOM staff and next to all of our classmates. So it's so exciting.
You know, I'm gonna feel like a knight getting my armor for the first time. I'm really excited for that. It's gonna be amazing because I have my family here, and so for them to all see me, they've been a huge support for me for however many years I've been on this path. And so to be able to share the time with them, they're definitely gonna be in my mind while I'm up there.
In late 2015, roughly 10 years ago this fall, an interesting but challenging opportunity to potentially bring a school of medicine to the state of Idaho presented itself to certain leaders, including Governor Butch Otter. Thousands, even tens of thousands of Idahoans and Americans everywhere will eventually get access to health care because Governor Otter had the good sense, the leadership, and the guts to ask, to act on a very timely and important opportunity. And so today we remember our dear friend, former Governor C. Butch Otter, and we do so by granting him this college's first ever honorary white coat. Let's do this.
Thank you so much. Gosh, you're all so kind and appreciative. I wish I was running for something. Actually, I'm glad I'm not. At 83, I'm done with that. I got a phone call from a state senator who said, I've got a fella by the name of Bob Hasty that wants to come to Idaho and meet with you, and he wants you to collect, if you can, all of the medical community. So I got a hold of the nurses and the doctors and the hospitals and even the EMTs. I got a hold of everybody I could think of. And we met in my office. And I said, well, I think you ought to build it here. And after a little bit, he was very considerate. He said, well, Governor, how long would it take you to get permission to build it here in Idaho? Accreditation, the other universities. And I said, I can do it in 30 days. And he was shocked. I want you to remember that there was a love that was put together in order to create the school that you're going to. It was a school born out of necessity, but fashioned by courage.
I do by hereby affirm my loyalty to the profession I am about to enter. I will be mindful always of my great responsibility to preserve the health and the life of my patients.
My hope is that that oath will be an outward expression of an inward commitment to take upon yourself the beautiful principles, philosophies, promises, and practices of the osteopathic profession.
To retain their confidence and respect both as a physician and a friend who will guard their secrets with scrupulous honor and fidelity.
The art of osteopathic medicine is as much about forming a bond of trust with people as it is about diagnosing diseases. Your ability to connect with those people will absolutely be your greatest asset.
To perform faithfully my professional duties, to employ only those recognized methods of treatment consistent with good judgment and with my skill and ability, keeping in mind always nature's laws and the body's inherent capacity for recovery.
You will be given a great gift, the ability to have close, caring relationships with patients and families who will trust your guidance and your judgment. Honor that gift by putting your patients' needs above all others.
I will be ever vigilant in aiding in the welfare of the community, sustaining its laws and institutions, not engaging in those practices which will in any way bring shame or discredit upon myself or my profession.
White is the symbol of cleanliness, of illumination and understanding. You will also take an oath.
I will give no drugs for deadly purposes to any person, though it be asked of me. I will endeavor to work in accord with my colleagues in a spirit of progressive cooperation and never by word or by act cast imputations upon them or their rightful practices.
By the time you graduate, your coat will look and feel much different. And hopefully, if we've done our job, you will be different too. At first, the white coat will feel like a costume. You put it on, you glance in the mirror, and you wonder, so this is what that imposter syndrome everyone talks about feels like. But over time, you'll worry less about what it looks like on you and more about the responsibility you carry when you put it on. For your patients, this coat represents trust. For your community, it represents commitment. And for you, it will become a reminder of the values that brought you here in the first place. It is a symbol of your compassion, your professionalism, and your responsibility to your community.
I will look with respect and esteem upon all those who have taught me my art. To my college I will be loyal and strive always for its best interests and for the interests of the students who will come after me. I will be ever alert to further the application of basic biologic truths to the healing arts and to develop the principles of osteopathy, which were first enunciated by Andrew Taylor Still.
And so the journey begins. Today, you get to put on that shiny, new, stain-free coat for the first time. The moment you put on that coat, remember, you're accepting the responsibility of what it stands for. Take it with you out into the world and wear it with pride. Congratulations. Welcome to medicine. We're so glad you're here, and we look forward to working with you. Thank you.